Hey everyone, my name is Gamer Corey and welcome back to another Red Dead Online video. Now in today's video we are going to be going over three things, and those three things include where you guys can go ahead and find Madame Nazar or Madame Nazar's location. The next thing that we're actually going to go over is all the different collection sets and their current cycles, and then last but not least we're going to go over all the daily challenges so that you guys can earn as much gold as possible here in Red Dead Online. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started by showing you right where you can find a Madame Nazar for today. And for Madame Nazar, you're going to want to head out west all the way out to Armadillo for today, and she is located just south of Twin Rocks. Now Armadillo will be your fast travel destination of choice for today, but if this is the only thing that you guys came here for today, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. Also, don't forget to leave a like on the video, as it really does help me out. It shows your support to the channel, and honestly, you could be helping out a lot of other people by just leaving a like on this video so that YouTube can promote this to other people looking for the same thing that originally brought you here to this channel. So definitely go to do that. And also, check out the rest of the video and see what it's all about. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on to the next thing, and that's going to be talking about the different collection sets and their current cycles. Now, just do keep in mind that these do change every single day at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys are watching this video after that time frame, then you guys will have to wait until Madame Nazar moves and the daily challenges have changed for the day. Alright, so let's go and talk about these. I'd like to go after the coins and the lost jewelry just because you do make the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time possible. $540 in about three and a half hours worth of time. Not too shabby. However, you do require the field shovel and the metal detector in order to collect the coins and the lost jewelry. But coins will be a part of cycle number 4, and the lost jewelry will be a part of cycle number 1. The other two sets that will require the field shovel and or the metal detector are going to be the arrowheads at cycle number 2, and family heirlooms at cycle number 5. Now, the next 4 sets that we're going to go over, you don't even actually have to be a collector at all, but you're going to need to be a collector in order to collect them. They're going to be American Wildflowers at cycle number 1, the tarot cards at cycle number 6, the bird eggs at cycle number 6 as well, and the antique alcohol bottles at cycle number 4. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to the next thing, and that's going to be talking about the daily challenges. Before we actually get into that, I just want to say that I do live stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So definitely feel free to check that out. Those times are going to be listed on my website, which is gamercorey.com. So check out the website the day before or the day of, and those times that are listed for the live stream should be the correct times that I am going live. And it's even broken down to GMT time. So definitely check that out. I do have memberships here on the channel. If you guys would like to further support me as a content creator, it directly supports me so that I can continue to make these types of videos each and every single day for you guys. So anything that you guys can do as far as the memberships go, it is greatly appreciated. All right, let's go ahead and pull up to the side of the road. We're going to quickly go over the list of the daily challenges, and then we're going to go ahead and break these down. All right, we got 1 defended a campsite. 5,280 distance traveled by wagon with a posse member. 3 items sold to a fence. 5 parcel mushrooms picked. We got 2 pelicans plucked. 1 place top 3 in a race. 3 players killed in melee and free roam events, and that's it for the daily general. The daily roll, we got 1 completed special moonshine recipe. We got 2 crafted toxic moonshine. 3 moonshine bootlegger missions completed. 3 camp stews eaten. 15,830 distant delivery wagon traveled while on a mission. We have 6 perfect animal carcasses donated to crypts, 3 arrowheads found, 5 bird eggs found, 3 collector maps used. We have 2 bounties brought in from New Hanover posters. We have 1 bounty hunt completed with 5 minutes or more left. And last but not least, out of all the daily challenges, we got 3 bounty targets lassoed from Horseback. Alright, so let's go ahead and go over these in detail. You guys can actually earn 11 gold bars from just completing the daily challenges every single day, which is amazing. But right now, I would recommend participating in the showdown events, as they are triple rewards. So you don't even have to do the couple requirements in order to get up to 11 gold bars. You'll always get 0.48 gold bars just for participating in the showdown modes. So I would highly recommend that you guys at least take advantage of that. You only have basically 1 full day in order to participate in that. But normally, to get 11 gold bars, you're going to need 2 requirements. Number 1, to have a daily challenge streak of completing at least 1 daily challenge for 21 days in a row. And number 2, you're going to want to have all the different collector roles, or all the different roles, not just the collector, just not just more than one collector role. We're going to have all the current roles and then be at least a rank 10 in each of those roles in order to have access to total of the 19 daily challenges. All right, let's break these down. So defended a campsite. I'm going to show you guys a couple different spots for this. Number one, you guys can actually go to Blue Water Marsh. Pretty much right between the A and the R in Marsh right here is a good spot that you guys can actually find one. There's also one just outside of Blackwater in like this general area right here. You can find one from. Time to time, you can also find, let's see, I know there's one down here. I'm just struggling where it's at. Oh, it's right by the E. It's going to be right here in New Austin, just south of Tumbleweed. Those are the ones that I typically can get to pop up a majority of the time. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. We got 5,280 distance travel on a wagon with a posse member. So number one, you're going to have a wagon that you're going to be using so you can break out one of your own. Hunting wagon, your bounty wagon, whatever will all work for that, or you can go ahead and steal one, but you will have to have a posse member, so that means you're gonna have to have a friend or somebody else that's at least joining you and accompanying you on that wagon. We have 3 items sold to a fence, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the different fence locations. Obviously, we got Emerald Ranch. There's one in Saint Denis over on the east side. You have one in Rhodes right there, and you have another one that's going to be down in the Landing, and the other one, like I said, is up at Emerald Station, and then the last one is going to be over at Van Horn. So the majority of them are on the eastern portion of the map, just so you guys are aware of that. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one, and that is going to be the mushrooms picked for today. Now, I'm going to take you guys to New Hanover. That way, if you guys are actually going to the fence in Emerald Station, you guys are going to be able to stop here. But there's actually quite a few locations just right in this area that you guys can actually see right here on your map. So let's get to it. There's going to be one right here. You're going to have another one just below the H right about here. Another one up on this little bit of a hillside. You're going to have another one right about here on the right side of the H. Across the road, you're going to have another one about here and another one here. Now, just keep in mind that you pretty much find anywhere from 1 to 4 mushrooms in a group. So you should easily be able to find out of those 6 different locations, you should be easily able to get 5 of them picked for today. The next one on the list is to pluck 2 pelicans. So let's go ahead and show you guys where I recommend that you guys go to. It's going to be down by Thieves Landing by Quaker's Cove at this little island right here. This is pretty much dubbed as Pelican's Island. But during the day, you guys can typically ride down here as long as there's not other players in the area. And there will almost always be 2 or 3 pelicans chilling out here or flying overhead. So if you guys don't necessarily see them hanging out there, listen for them, and they're probably flying about. If you guys go there in the evening hours, you'll have a lot less likely of a chance to be able to find them there. You can find them, they're just not as common during the nighttime hours. And then we got finished top 3 in a race, so you're going to have to do a couple races today. You're going to get gold for doing the race, but if you're not really into doing like the races, and I completely understand, because let's face it, the races aren't the most exciting thing to do here in Red Dead, as seems like a lot of things really aren't anyway. But if you can get top 3 and finish that one, you're going to get the gold for participating, and then up to that 0.5 gold for the daily challenge. And then last but not least, for the daily general challenges, we have 3 player kills with melee and free roam events. Now, the best way to do this one is going to be Cold Dead Hands, because you can get closer to people easier. Or you could actually probably even do this in like Master Archer. But you can do this in like Dispatch Rider or even Railroad Baron if you're quick enough and fast enough and lucky enough on top of that. But you can do it. I've done it a couple times. It's just not the easiest challenge to go ahead and complete for getting those done. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the next one. And that is to do the daily challenges for today. So we have to complete a special Moonshine recipe. So if you just have to start one at your Moonshine shack, if you guys actually have already started one, then you're going to have to wait for it to be completed. But you got the Argarita flower, the creek plum, and the Caribbean rum is what you're going to want to go ahead and collect for that. And then otherwise, if you don't have one started, and as soon as you start it, you'll get that one completed. So either have to wait and sell it, or if you have it finished completely, then sell it, then start a brand new batch. 2, crafted toxic moonshine. You're only going to be doing this for the daily challenges for the most part anyway. So if you guys don't have the money to buy the pamphlet, don't buy it. It was on sale a couple weeks ago for I think it was either 40 or 50% off. At that point, it was probably worth it to buy the pamphlet, but now I'd have to say that it's really not. But you'll need a couple additional ingredients in order to craft that, and you will need to be at a campfire in order to craft up that toxic moonshine. 3, bootlegger missions completed. You can do this one of 2 ways. They can naturally spawn around the world, which you can do them anywhere, or you can go and talk to Maggie, and she'll actually give them to you guys to do. And it's completely up to you which one you guys would prefer to try at your luck at for today. Next one we have is the trader role. We got 3 camp stews eaten, so just go to your camp, and as long as you have the stew pot, you're gonna be able to do this. Now there is a couple camp stews in other places. I haven't got these to work personally. There is one in Valentine, in this area right across the street from the butcher, and there's also another one that's going to be down in Blackwater. The Blackwater one I have not tested, but the one in Valentine I've tried multiple times when this has been a daily challenge for eating camp stews, and it's never registered for me ever, and it's always the first place that I go. And I'll even try doing it today, and I bet it won't work, but there is always this spot down here, potentially, if you guys don't currently have the camp stew or the stew pot as of right now. Now, the next one on the list for today is travel 15,830 by delivery wagon while on a mission. This is going to be equivalent to 2 distant deliveries, so if you guys are really wanting to put that time and energy into doing that, it will take anywhere between 20 minutes and a half an hour to get those 2 distant deliveries completed. So it's going to take a little bit of time. We have 6 perfect animal carcasses donated crypts. Now, sometimes you can get the 2-star registers or 2-star animals to register as perfect carcasses, but you want to go typically after the 3-star pelts. So if you're going to be after going small or medium carcasses, use your varmint rifle, and large animal carcasses, use your bolt action rifle. Next on the list was 3 arrowheads, and again, I'm just going to go over what cycle they are for today. So arrowheads are going to be a part of cycle number 2. And then the bird eggs are going to be a part of cycle number 6. And then we have to use 3 collector maps for today. So you guys can either purchase these from Nazar, and make sure that you guys are using them for whatever you guys have on your daily challenges for today. Then last but not least, we have the bounty hunter role, which is the only role that does pay out additionally in gold. We got 2 bounties brought in from New Hanover posters. So that's going to be Valentine, Emerald Station, and Van Horn. We have 1 bounty hunt completed with 5 minutes or more left, and basically do a bounty hunt as fast as you possibly can. And then last but not least, we have 3 bounty targets lassoed from Horseback. You're going to want to make sure that you guys stay on the Horseback as you're lassoing them, and then get off of your horse and then hog tie them, and then bring in your targets. Those ones actually are really not that hard for you guys for today, plus you're going to get that additional little bit of a bonus for doing any additional bounty hunt missions or bounty missions in general. But that is all the daily challenges done, gone over, and covered. If you guys do have any questions regarding any of the daily challenges, by all means, leave a comment down below so I can do my best to help you guys out. If you guys did enjoy the video in any way, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. Also, don't forget to check out my times for my live streams every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays on my website, which is gamercorey.com. But until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing because you're already doing it, and you guys stay gaming.